Hello sports fans, Shalthis here, and welcome to part 2 of the Rocket League eSports 101 series. On this episode, we're going to take a look at the current crop of North American pro-level teams to give you an idea of what sort of teams we have and their history in competitive Rocket League. Keep in mind that the dynamics of the competitive scene change regularly, so some of the players or teams mentioned in this video may operate under different names or may even no longer play together, depending on how long after publication you watch this. Let's begin by taking a look at one of the most prolific teams in North America, iBUYPOWER Cosmic. Currently sponsored by computer manufacturer iBUYPOWER, Cosmic consists of Kronovi, Sad Jr., and Gibbs. Beginning their life as Cosmic Aftershock, all three members of IBP Cosmic got their start in Rocket League's predecessor, supersonic acrobatic rocket-powered battle cars, and therefore have years of experience individually, which led them to becoming one of the NA scene's most dominant teams during the first few months following the game's release. Cosmic had the honors of winning a majority of the first few ESL Go4 Rocket League North American Cups, as well as winning the MLG International Invitational Tournament, beating their closest international rivals at the time, Flipside Tactics. To date, Cosmic continues to be considered one of North America's top teams, regularly ranking number 1 in the North American Rocket League Power Rankings, as well as scoring major tournament and pro league victories. When it comes to their playstyle, Cosmic is known for being one of the most proficient teams at positional play. Typically, Kronovi, who is also one of the largest personalities in Rocket League, serves as Cosmic's striker. As an aerial artist, Kronovi is regularly in position to make key goals and major shots on net, often set his way by Cosmic's playmaker, Sad Jr. Sad Jr., while also an effective goal scorer, can typically be found patrolling the opponent's zone and providing the opportunities for Kronovi to drive a shot into the net. Covering midfield is the team's defender, Gibbs. Again, while you may see him score now and then, his primary role finds him covering clearing lanes at midfield, or stationing himself as the primary goalkeeper when the other team is on attack. This strategy is well executed by Cosmic, and their effective team play is a big reason why they're considered one of NA's best squads. However, one of their biggest NA rivals, and arguably to many, the other number 1 team in North America, is known as Kings of Urban. Made up of Fireburner, Moses, and Jacob, the trio of Kings of Urban got their start with a vastly different roster. During the MLG Pro Rocket League, former Kings of Urban player Kyle Mass became notorious for scoring one of the most amazing 0-second goals and handing Cosmic one of their first ever major event losses.
3-3, we're going to overtime.
4, I don't know about that. That ball is up. 3, 5 trying to make a play. Kronovi just needs to let it touch the floor, but Gambit's going to be there as well. Tries to keep it in play. In goes Kyle! Kyle! No! Kyle! What? Oh my goodness gracious me! What a finish!
Wow!
The shot heard round the world stands today as one of the biggest moments in competitive Rocket League. However, major changes to their roster has also seen a rise of more consistent success for Kings of Urban. While employing a similar strategy to IBP Cosmic, Kings typically uses Jacob and Fireburner as their offensive 1-2 punch, which regularly sees Jacob setting up Fireburner, though the alternative is very effective. Moses, also known as Kazaz, stands tall as KOU's defender, but regularly rotates into offensive positions when the team needs it. Kings deploys a strategy that bears some similarity to the North American positional style of play, but also resembles the European heavy rotational style as well, meaning that all 3 players can attack or defend at any time with proper coverage. Another team which has been a major factor on the NA competitive scene for some time is Untethered, comprised of Waffle, Lichinio, and Pluto. This trio originally stood toe-to-toe with IBP Cosmic during the early days of competitive Rocket League, but in recent months, as of the release of this video, they've slipped a little bit. However, they remain a formidable team and own a handful of big tournament victories against even the likes of Cosmic. Untethered's style more closely resembles the European method of proficient rotation. While it's hard to pin down Lichinio, Pluto, or Waffle as defender, midfielder, and striker, they show hints of proficiency in each of those roles, but tend to rotate well and provide skillful offense and defense regardless of which player is where. These are only 3 of the many other teams that comprise a very competitive North American scene. Other teams, such as Failure to Launch, Apollo 11, and Mocket eSports, have also been establishing themselves as premier organizations in the region. Currently, ESL, Mocket League, and Rocket League Central organize many of the most frequently run North American tournaments which take place on Saturdays and Sundays. Links to the Twitter accounts of several of these teams and event organizers are in the description below. Now that you know all about the North American scene, tune into Part 3 where we'll discuss the European teams and players. Are there any NA teams you'd like me to do a profile on? Let me know in the comments below, and they'll be included in future Rocket League Esports 101 videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.